Awakening a Lost Age of Advanced Healing Technology. There exists a wonderful collection of stories from our ancestors of many diverse cultures, woven throughout our remembered Akashic Records of Time, which tell of a lost age of advanced healing technology. People from all cultures of the world are united by a deep calling to reconnect with their ancestors, with their stories, wisdom, resources, and technologies, so that we can be guided by their knowledge and experiences in our lives today. Along this beautiful journey of reconnecting back with ancestral memory, we tapped into certain records and archaeological findings which indicate the use of advanced healing medicines, wisdom, and technologies. Ancient medicines were made with potent natural herbs and botanicals, created in harmony with Mother Nature, guided with the wisdom of the earth and the elements. Guided with the knowledge and wisdom of nature, our ancestors began creating healing technologies, utilizing the elements in abundance around them, healing technologies made with the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and ether or plasma. Elements such as stones, gemstones, sand, sun, water, minerals, metals, and consciousness, the consciousness of creation which flows within and connects all life. Some of the healing technologies our ancestors created included sound healing instruments such as various flutes, gongs, drums, and oval or pine cone shaped stones, as well as their own voices. They also utilize various shapes and sizes of crystal healing technologies, some of them as simple as crystals in their pure natural form. Others were a bit more complex, such as the ancient stone circles of Stonehenge in England, Kadare's star map of Wales, Adam's calendar in Africa, the Shiva lingams in ancient India, or the Ankh, obelisk, and Jed pillars of ancient Egypt. We really appreciated the perspective and documentary shared by artist and researcher Deeper Conversations with Chad, titled The Great Awakening, Yam Powerful, focused on the different energy vortices or chakra points of the earth and how they are tied to our health and well-being, as well as the great awakening of the individual and unified collective. Ancient stone circle sites have been found to produce high-frequency energy, sometimes manifesting as visible light phenomena, and even proven to drastically improve health, vitality, and seed germination in nearby crops, as well as boost the mood and energy of the local citizens and visitors. Our ancestors worked with sacred stone circles as well as stone tools, which were carved to specific shapes, many of them in the shape of eggs or ovals, as well as cones or pine cones, shaped to resonate specific sounds, tones, and musical frequencies, which may have been used not only to heal the physical body, but also perhaps even to help build the physical structures in which they lived and created. Michael Tellinger, founder of One Small Town Initiative, has dedicated his life's work to studying the thousands of ancient stone circles and stone tools used by our ancestors of ancient Africa and various other countries around the world, emanating unique sacred geometry and electromagnetic properties. In sharing this information, he is helping to bring forth the ways and wisdom of our ancestors to the people of today, so that we can help contribute to the regeneration of our society and economy, building a better foundation for our greater community. Depicted in this photo is author and scientist Michael Tellinger in his headquarters in Waterville, Boven, South Africa, the amazing Stone Circle Museum and Labyrinth of Intentions, demonstrating the acoustic effects of the various stone tools that are displayed there and have been discovered at the many ancient stone circle sites. He has measured unique set of tones and frequencies, as well as amazing amounts of electromagnetic energy from these cone and toroid-shaped stones and stone circles. Throughout his journey, Michael has traveled the world to speak about his findings, as well as written books, created a YouTube channel, and established an organization based off of the balancing, foundational principles, wisdom, and philosophy utilized by our ancestors, called One Small Town, onesmalltown.org, founded on the spirit of Ubuntu, an African notion meaning I am because we are, establishing a more unified, collaborative, co-creative experience within community in harmony with the wisdom of our ancestors and of Mother Nature, inspiring many communities and diverse cultures of people around the world to work together to create more harmony and abundance for all. Imagine a beautiful world filled with harmony, joy, peace, and abundance, the kind of world we have all dreamed of. We are creating this world for ourselves, for our families and our communities, not at some stage in the distant future, but now, in our own lifetime. If you are tired of working like a slave just to make ends meet, if you believe there is a better way for us to live and thrive, if you know that cooperation and collaboration creates prosperity, the One Small Town Initiative is the place for you. Everyone can become a proud global member of One Small Town Initiative. You don't have to live in an active town. Visit onesmalltown.org. We completely resonate to this idea, to the idea of Ubuntu, I am because we are. This idea that each and every one of us helps to contribute to this world and helps to support all life in some unique way. We may operate as a collective of beautiful, diverse, unique beings, yet we co-create together as one living, breathing, and dreaming planetary body called Earth. Shiva lingams were used in ancient India for purposes such as harmonizing masculine and feminine energies, improving health and vitality, cleansing and revitalizing water, manifesting prayers and blessings, as well as potentially generating electricity. Praveen Mohan has provided some amazing perspective and research on ancient sites such as Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom in Cambodia, places where many Shiva lingams have been discovered. In this video from Praveen Mohan, he discusses his perspective and research on the electricity generating potential of these ancient Hindu Shiva lingams. He believes it's possible this energy was used in ancient times for healing the body. There are modern technologies which use electrotherapy. Microcurrent therapy is one such therapy that is used today, which leads us to consider the high probability of this being used by ancient Hindus for the purposes of healing. Today, they have found Shiva Lingam's water to bring total mind, body, spirit health to those who soak their hands in the water for 40 days. Perhaps the true origins of mind, body, spirit health can be found within, in simple faith, belief, and meditation or prayer in our own body's ability to heal. Our own intentions and energy play a significant role in our health and well-being. With this perspective, perhaps our mind, body, and spirit are the most valuable, advanced healing technology that we have access to today. This is perhaps where the true potential of healing really comes from the unified field flowing through our bodies, the source of infinite love and light within us all. From this space of divine union, oneness, love, stillness, we are called forth into the wisdom of our senses, the physical manifestations and resources which bless us, those which have been gracefully co-created by beloved Mother Earth and Father Sky and by all life, resources and tools which we can utilize to help guide us back to divine health and well-being. The Egyptian Ankh was cherished as a symbol of eternal life and was also utilized as an ancient crystal healing technology for purposes such as faster healing, vitality, manifestation, and balancing of masculine and feminine energy. The earliest Ankh amulets were often made of gold or electrum, a gold and silver alloy, as well as copper and copper alloys. Egyptian faience, a metallic glazed silicate quartz-based ceramic that was usually blue or green, was the most common material for Ankh amulets in later times, perhaps because its color represented life and regeneration. The Ankh has been used for centuries to also represent copper, the metal associated with the planet Venus. It is one of the few metals then known to the Greeks who chose to associate each metal with a planet. The range was 1. Gold for Sun, 2. Silver for Moon, 3. Lead for Saturn, 4. Tin for Jupiter, 5. Iron for Mars, 6. Mercury for Mercury, and 7. Copper for Venus. This beautiful Ankh was created by Ankara Akeru, aka the Cosmic Keymaker. He creates amazing Ankhs with copper wire and crystals. In addition to creating beautiful Ankhs, Ankara also guides others in Entheo breathwork, meditations for divine connection, vitality, healing, and theta brainwave synchronization. This transformational breathwork is designed to harmonize your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems, helping you to reduce stress and anxiety. By consciously breathing into your solar plexus, you'll be able to balance your energy and revitalize your cells on a molecular level. Through breath, we can experience the power of resetting our energy and aligning with our highest self. The breathwork is intentional in guiding us towards activating the theta brainwave, which is associated with deep relaxation, meditation, and creativity. By the end of the session, you'll feel plugged in, highly energized, and ready to step into your flow state. Join Ankara Cosmic Keymaker for a free session, in-person or virtual, Entheo Breath Group session for new moon activation at Temple Mother Earth in Washington, D.C. The Jed pillars were another ancient crystal technology which were used for generating plasma, which could potentially increase health and vitality, as well as generate light and electricity. Depictions of the Jed pillars can be found at the Temple of Abydos in Egypt. Jed pillars, similar to the Jedi from Star Wars, may have even inspired George Lucas' ideas on the Jedi and their use of the Force. The original Jed pillars are explained in further detail by Thoth in the Emerald Tablets. The Emerald Tablets are a series of historical glyphs carefully carved onto genuine emerald crystal discovered within the chambers of the Great Pyramid of Giza. The Dendera hieroglyphs are dated to over 4,000 years old at Hathor Temple in Abusir, Egypt. According to the hieroglyphic text surrounding the pieces, it depicts part of the Egyptian creation myth. The temple contains several reliefs depicting Har-Somptis in the form of a snake, emerging from a lotus flower, which is usually attached to the bow of a barge. The Dendera light is a variation of this motif, showing Har-Somptis in an oval container called which might represent the womb of Nut. Har-Somptis is the Greek form of the Egyptian name Her-Sema-Tawi, which means Horus who unites the two lands. Sometimes a Jed pillar supports the snake or the container. A closely related motif is God resting on the lotus flower. The entire scenario appears to depict a circuit with the Jed pillars delivering capacitor charge to a giant light bulb. It seems to show halos of plasma discharge between the characters. The bulb could contain GAN's plasma, gas in a solid state, charged by a large capacitor. The Jed pillars, from one perspective, could be a primitive plate capacitor made with a crystalline stone and metal such as copper to store charge, separated by air gaps and a dielectric core, resting on an isolated central pillar. It is portrayed as part of the circuit, often in contacts with characters using bare hands or connectors held to jump the plates. About the snake inside the Dendera light bulb. The field surrounding Ra's snake form is referred to in ancient Egyptian literature as protective magical energy in liquid form that all gods and pharaohs possess. A beautiful example of an old world technology still available today that is based off of ancient healing technologies such as the Dendera bulb is the plasma wand, like the Tesla coil violet ray, for example. We appreciated this video on the topic titled Electrotherapy Uncovered, Tesla Coils, Scalar Energy, Plasma Devices, shared by Old World Florida on YouTube, an amazing resource to learn about the secrets and stories of our ancestors from the Fertile Crescent, home to the Fountain of Youth, where stories stem of Tartaria, Atlantis, and the Garden of Eden. Similar to the plasma wand, yet more powerful and potent with the healing, revitalizing plasma, is the Therify device by Dan Winter and Paul Harris. Therify is a powerful double conjugate plasma light infrasound bioactive field. More detailed physics behind Priori. The precise conjugate physics for Therify can be found at therify.net/static. The actual plasma tube arrangement used for this time-reverse rejuvenation conjugation is depicted with remarkable accuracy in the Egyptian stone carving of the Dendera bulb. It is phase conjugate, centripetal, negentropic, harmonizing, and life-giving. Copper's use in medicine was initially recorded within the ancient Egyptian Smith papyrus written around 3000 BC, within which copper was described as having disinfectant powers. Within the Ebers papyrus from about 1500 BC, copper in multiple formats was recommended for a range of ailments from burn wounds to headaches. Additionally, in later times, around 2400 BCE, ancient Egyptians used copper to sterilize wounds and to create various forms of practical tools, some of them for healing and some of them for creating many items for various purposes such as cookware, electrical, building, and mining tools. One example is a copper water pipe discovered in the Great Pyramid of Giza. But the use of copper for healing was not unique to Egypt. Drinking water from the copper vessels was believed to prevent infections and purify water, thus avoiding bowel issues in a range of cultures, including ancient Greeks, Chinese, and within Ayurvedic practices of India. The Phoenicians even used shavings from their bronze swords, rich in copper, to prevent infection and battle wounds. The Aztecs reportedly prescribed gargling with a copper mixture to help sore throats, while Mongolian tribes treated ulcers with copper sulfate. Greek physician Dioscorides recorded using a green pigment created by exposing metallic copper to vinegar vapor in eye treatments. The Hippocratic collection recommended copper to treat leg ulcers, and Pliny described its use in treatments for intestinal worms, mouth ulcers, and ear problems. The Greeks believed that using bronze or copper drinking cups had health benefits, imparting medicinal properties. Copper was also revered for its associations to Aphrodite and thought to enhance beauty and passion. Copper got its name from the Latin Cyprium in honor of the island of Cyprus. At that time, Cyprus was the largest supplier of copper. In ancient Greece and later during the time of alchemy, copper was linked with the planet Venus and indicated by the symbol of this planet. Copper played a major role in the development of money. In ancient Rome, copper was used for making coins from the 6th to the 3rd century BCE. Between 5000 and 3000 BCE, as the Stone Age was drawing to a close and humanity had not yet entered the Bronze Age, people used copper quite widely for health and healing, as well as for crafting, trading, and defense. This period was often been referred to as the Copper Age. The oldest copper objects found in northern Iran, however, are dated to 8700 BCE. There was a clear connection found with copper artifacts at Casas Grandes in northern Mexico, including over 21,000 tinklers, at least one dated to 975 CE, and Casas Grandes had some connection to the Toltecs. Bells were the largest percentage of goods created from copper and bronze, cast to fall within a range of pitches. Sounds were essential in rainmaking and healing ceremonies, reproducing the sounds of thunder, rain, and the roar of a jaguar. Metal came to be synonymous in several local languages for bell. Copper is still being utilized today for healing purposes. Copper Healing Tensor Technology by Aaron, Etheric Arts. Aaron is an artist, alchemist, and inspiring human being dedicated to bringing harmony and health to his community and environment with orgone and copper healing tensor technology. This type of technology, created with nature's elements, has the potential to oxygenate the air, neutralize harmful EMF from Wi-Fi, help to provide beneficial ions for a boost in healing and energy, restful sleep, and much more. Tensor ring technology is a modern version of these ancient healing tools. Atmospheric moisture is structured and negative ions are introduced for the clearing of the sky and revitalization of our world. Copper Healing Tensor and Orgone Technology by Aaron, Etheric Arts. Aaron receives inspiration and wisdom from nature to create healing energy tools to help bring health, harmony, and balance to his home, environment, and community. He offers research guidance and workshops for DIY healing energy tools on Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, and Telegram. We can connect with Aaron through Linktree Etheric Arts. Pioneered in the 70s and 80s by Slim Sperling and his team, tensor technology has been adopted by many young men and women who want to live in a clean world. In this short reel from Aaron's Instagram, Etheric Arts, Aaron and Nick create tools to purify the environment. Thousands of healers around the world work with these tools to assist in transmutation of sorrow into joy. We were genuinely inspired by this fascinating conversation on YouTube, grounded and guided by the wisdom of nature and our ancestors, with Aaron, Etheric Arts, and deeper conversations with Chad, titled Talking Trees, Energetic Technologies with Aaron.
I have been working for several years with a couple different technologies that are based in using crystals and metals with various purposes, but the primary purpose being that of reconnecting with nature and creating a pathway for the divine to come into our world, building the kingdom of heaven here on earth. So like I said, there's several different technologies that I've been working with, and there's many out there in the world. But the ones that I've learned about and learned how to make are orgone technology and tensor technology. So orgone technology is typically made in resin. You may have seen like resin pyramids with crystals in them, and those are very common. Those are growing everywhere on the world. People are making them everywhere as more and more people are becoming aware about this technology. And I work with some different materials. I like to work with cement and clays and beeswax, and try to get a little bit closer to the natural elements when I'm working. And then tensor technology is made of copper, and those would be rings or harmonizers. And those have a myriad of benefits. A lot of people use tensor rings as healing devices, and ways to structure your water, ways to clear the atmosphere, many things. The applications are quite numerous.
Would be an ideal world? Would there be one of these in every home? Would they be in parks? Would they be like how do like if you could take it to its furthest extremes, what would the world be like to make it a better place, including this technology?
I really don't think that's for me to say.
Okay.
I think that everybody is going to decide that for themselves and how they want to integrate this new wave of innovation into their world, their corner of the world, how they want to use it to enhance nature and their daily lives. But I'm just one person doing this. There's thousands and thousands and a growing number of people doing this work.
And how can I put it? Each one is creating its own frequency and healing energy in that location, So
stay tuned for an upcoming YouTube series inspired by this wonderful conversation, dedicated to guiding others in the art and science of energy healing with Aaron and Jillian. Our ancestors learned the alchemy of shaping and combining various stones, crystals, and metal ores to produce tools and instruments which could heal us without the need for surgery. These tools and instruments would heal us using various frequencies of light, energy, and sound. Some of the shapes which our ancestors believed to be most sacred include shapes and sounds which frequently align to Phi 1.618, a universal mathematical pattern which can be found throughout the foundation of creation of all life of Earth and throughout the universe. Photos above are from the DIY guide, Creating Sacred Space with the Geometry of Nature, offering specific techniques for aligning your space to the geometry of nature, available as an ebook at omofferings.com. Some frequencies that are aligned to Phi and fractals of Phi include the Schumann resonance, 7.63 Hz or around 8 Hz, 16 Hz, 20 Hz, 32 Hz, 47 Hz, 432 Hz, frequency of quartz-based crystals, pyramids, stupas, Hindu temples, the Buddha shape, bells or the bell shape, mandalas, Om or Aum, bird songs, cat purrs, as well as the 9 solfeggio tones produced by many ancient instruments such as flutes, didgeridoos, singing bowls, gongs, violins, and drums, as well as many others. Known as the healing frequency, 174 Hz has been found to have the greatest potential effect on the physical body when compared to other frequencies. This low frequency may alleviate pain and stress throughout the body, improve concentration and clarity of thought, as well as give the organs in the body a sense of nourishment. The frequency may also relax muscles and lessen tension throughout the body, making it particularly beneficial for those experiencing headaches, migraines, or pain in the back, neck, hands, feet, legs, or other areas of the body. 285 Hz. This frequency has the potential to heal and restore cellular tissue. It can be used as supplemental treatment for wounds such as cuts, burns, and lacerations. Plus, it may also help to support the immune system, balance your energy levels, as well as increase feelings of security emotionally, physically, and spiritually. 396 Hz can aid in the elimination of feelings of guilt, subconscious fears, negative beliefs, and grief, providing a sense of stability and security. Because the frequency generates uplifting energy, it may be effective as motivational music or for meditation. The frequency may, and in the healing of mental, physical, or spiritual trauma, it's said to help clear negative energy from your mind, body, and sacred space, as well as negative thoughts and behaviors. 417 Hz could help you generate the motivation to embrace change in your life while also promoting restful sleep and balanced energy levels. 528 Hz. This is considered one of the most potent healing frequencies with a higher potential impact on cellular regeneration, sleep, and overall wellness, also known as the love frequency, miracle tone, and frequency of transformation. 528 Hz could stimulate imagination, intention, and intuition. Moreover, the frequency has been shown to support cortisol reduction, the stress hormone, lifting your mood and putting you in a state of serenity and relaxation, all of which can improve sleep quality. 639 Hz may aid in achieving mental and spiritual balance. It can foster harmonious relationships between loved ones, animal and spirit guides, as well as the community in which you live. This frequency is also known to promote comprehension, communication, and tolerance of others. 741 Hz. By potentially stimulating the mind, promoting creativity and self-expression, and providing mental clarity, this frequency could help with focus and studying, research, intellectual work, and problem solving. It can also support decision-making, which can lead to a healthier and more fulfilling life in many different ways. Also known as a detoxifying frequency, 741 Hz could be used to help those suffering from chronic pain in the body or energetic blockages to feelings of peace, joy, and abundance. 852 Hz. This frequency may aid in the replacement of stressful emotions with emotions of peace, happiness, and security, as well as negative thoughts with positive, encouraging ones, making it helpful for relieving nervousness, anxiety, or depression. 963 Hz is associated with activating your third eye, pineal gland, and crown chakra, raising consciousness and awakening intuition, connection to self-source, and connection to a higher dimensional realms of love and light. This divine frequency is also believed to increase positive energy, provide harmony, balance, clarity, and overall health and well-being. Instruments such as flutes, didgeridoos, drums, hangpans, and singing bowls have been found to produce sounds which resonate to solfeggio tones, as well as 432 Hz, producing states of harmony and healing within the heart, mind, and body. Didgeridoos are unique and they have been found to produce levitation in certain types of metals, stones, and minerals, generating anti-gravitational effect called acoustic levitation. Check out TiStar on YouTube for some awesome demonstrations of this. All solfeggio frequencies have benefits that can help improve well-being, mood, energy, as well as contribute to better sleep, yet 528 Hz frequency is said to be particularly effective for improving sleep quality and reducing stress. In addition to 528 Hz, research suggests that 432 Hz music has a positive effect on overall sleep quality. Although it's not one of the 9 or 18 commonly recognized frequencies, 432 Hz is also sometimes referred to as a solfeggio frequency because of its synchronistic alignment to Phi, which is a unifying characteristic of all solfeggio tones. These frequencies, which are in divine alignment with the rhythmic flow of nature and the universe, are particularly helpful for inducing feelings of relaxation and well-being, demonstrating an ability to slow the heart rate, regulate breath, and promote physiological homeostasis in the body. These sacred sounds and frequencies can be found embedded within ancient architecture, including but not limited to Buddhist temples, pyramids, Greco-Roman churches, Phoenician, Etruscan, Pelasgian architecture, Moorish Tartarian churches, buildings, and star forts. The pyramids of Egypt, as well as many different pyramids which existed all over the planet at one time, were also used for purposes such as healing. Pyramids such as those dispersed across the Americas, as well as those well known in Russia and Bosnia, are manifestations of the elements, brilliantly created by our ancestors, which have demonstrated amazing benefits such as alleviation of stress and chaotic energy, negative emotions, EMF, and low-frequency radiation, faster healing minor wounds, increased energy and circulation, enhanced creativity, catalyzed seed germination, improved harmony, and more to be discovered. Today, we feel truly blessed to be able to say with confidence that we are beginning to remember the sacred wisdom of our ancestors, and through Orgone, remembering the wisdom of the pyramids, demonstrating potential benefits today such as faster healing in minor wounds, improved energy and circulation, heightened creativity, enhanced plant growth, as well as neutralizing harmful ions of EMF radiation from Wi-Fi technology. Orgone pyramids, pendants, and other devices of modern times are generally composed of resin, metal shavings, rocks or gemstones, and a smaller portion of sand, tiny particles of quartz. To help fuel health, creativity, and spiritual empowerment for yourself, family, friends, and community, we welcome you to a diverse collection of Orgone healing DIY supplies at ohmofferings.com. You're welcome to visit PyramidScienceFoundation.org or Pyramid Science Foundation on YouTube for a plethora of valuable research on the pyramids and their beneficial properties. JJ and Desiree Hurtak offer wonderful research as well with regards to the implications of the pyramids for overall well-being in mind, body, and spirit in their book, Giza's Industrial Complex, Ancient Egypt's Electrical Power and Gas Generating Systems. These architectures and buildings would often include use of sacred geometry as well as instruments such as bells and organs, cymatic windows, and conductive antennas with spheres for harnessing harmonic, life-giving, etheric plasma energy. These ancient architectures, which have been shown to emit benevolent frequencies, were built with such a level and skill, highlighting a shared source of knowledge and wisdom amongst many cultures and societies throughout time. Something truly wondrous and humbling for us today. For more information on the relationship between healing frequencies and architecture, we welcome you to watch this video shared recently on this channel titled 432 Hz Architecture. Bioarchitecture. A building that makes life the definition of sacred space. Dan Winter. Dan Winter Fractal Field. bioarc.co or bioarchitects.net. If you'd like to learn how to draw or perhaps someday even build with the foundations of the same sacred geometry, we highly recommend the perspective and guidance of Master Geometer George Leoniak of New Geometers. His work focuses on uniting science, art, and spirituality. A passionate and patient teacher, he loves inspiring others to awaken their creativity with the transformative potential of sacred geometry as he helps to grow an interconnected community of sacred geometers worldwide. Follow his YouTube channel, New Geometry, or visit his website, newgeometry.space, for more information. If you feel called to learn the ancient solfeggio tones used by our ancestors, you can do so today by learning to play the same musical instruments: flutes, didgeridoos, drums, gongs, bells, harps, hangpans, etc., or by producing music with these instruments in music producing software such as Ableton, Serato, and Audacity. Generally, people who wish to align their music to Phi while producing with electronic software will select either 432 Hz or 444 Hz. For those who may prefer another option for utilizing these sacred sounds for harmony, health, and well-being, we highly recommend checking out Flame & Sound app for Apple, as well as Solfeggio Frequency apps for Apple or Android. Flame & Sound app includes the world's most powerful binaural beat programmable audio trigger frequencies, accurate by equation to pure bliss, trance, negentropy, precisely tuned to the same successful plasma rejuvenation physics. Dan Winter and Paul Harris, see therify.net. Certain technologies have been made to amplify the healing frequencies. One example of an old world technology based off of an ancient healing technology, one that worked with these same healing frequencies, is the Rife machine. The real Rife machine is an electromagnetic radio frequency device engineered by scientist Dr. Royal Raymond Rife in the 1920s, used to address various health concerns. It uses sacred geometry. Living descendant of Dr. Royal Rife, inventor of the original Rife machine, Matthew Rife, inherited his Uncle Roy's proprietary journals, notes, formulas, and blueprints for the advanced energetic frequency healing technology. At a very young age, Matthew was gifted with the exceptional mechanical ability and took an interest in Dr. Rife's manuscripts. He dedicated himself to learning more about mechanics, electrical and structural engineering, math, physics, and theory creation. After experiencing the loss of a loved one, Matthew decided it was time to share his uncle's technology with the world via realrifetechnology.com. The Real Rife machines are featured in our Electroculture blog and video documentary on YouTube. If you feel called to create your own advanced healing technology in harmony with the elements, in tune with the wisdom of your ancestors, to help bring the beauty and balance of nature to your life and the lives of loved ones, we welcome you to explore a diverse collection of harmonizing resources such as natural, mindfully sourced crystals, crystal craft supplies, herbal remedies, DIY guides, meditation tools, blogs, and books at omofferings.com. Thank you for taking this journey with us, for joining hands with your peers of today who share a desire to open their hearts and minds to the ways of their ancestors, so that we can learn from them the ways of their profound healing techniques and technologies inspired by the wisdom, beauty, and balance of nature.